Venice wasn't born from glory, but from sheer desperation. In the 5th century, as barbarian hordes like the Huns ravaged northern Italy, terrified refugees fled to the unforgiving marshy islands of the Lagoon. They built their new home on millions of wooden piles driven deep into the mud, creating a city that seemed to float miraculously on water. But legends whisper of dark pacts made with the sea to ensure survival. Some tales even speak of human sacrifices thrown into the lagoon to appease the restless spirits of the water's offerings, so the city wouldn't sink back into the depths from which it rose. The official founding myth claims Venice was established on March 25, 421 AD, but historians see this as a later medieval invention. The early years were marked by famine, isolation, and horrifying rumors of cannibalism during long sieges. By the Middle Ages, devastating plagues struck repeatedly. The Black Death of 1348 wiped out nearly half the population, with bodies hastily dumped into mass graves on isolated islands like Poveglia. These bloody and desperate origins forged Venice's hidden character, a dazzling republic on the surface, but beneath it a labyrinth of secrets where the lagoon still guards the horrors of its founding days. Even today, divers and fishermen occasionally find ancient human bones tangled among the submerged piles, silent witnesses to the dark price paid for the city's miraculous birth. The lagoon never forgets. In 1638, Venice took a revolutionary step. It opened Il Ridotto, the world's first government-sanctioned public gambling house, located in the Palazzo d'Andolo near San Moissac. The official purpose was to control gambling during Carnival and channel profits into the state treasury. Yet from the very first night, it became a magnet for nobles, adventurers, and masked strangers seeking fortune and vice. Anonymity was absolute. Masks were mandatory, voices were lowered. A duke could sit next to a bankrupt merchant, and no one would ever know. This secrecy quickly turned the hall into a place of ruin, duels, and despair. Fortunes changed hands in hours. Many noble families lost ancestral wealth at faro and basset tables. Desperate losers left the Ridotto at dawn, some heading straight to the canals to end their lives. Beyond the official tables, private back rooms hosted even darker games. High-class courtesans mingled with foreign spies. Forbidden political conversations took place, and secret societies held meetings under the guise of cards. The church and moralists raged against it, but the state tolerated Ridotto for over a century. Finally, in 1774, under pressure from reformers, the Great Council ordered its closure, yet gambling simply moved deeper underground. The legacy of Ridotto lives on in Venice's soul. The city that invented legal gambling also learned how easily fortune's wheel can drag even the mightiest into the abyss, leaving ghosts of ruined players still haunting the fondamente. For centuries, Venice's carnival was unlike any other in Europe. It did not last days or weeks. It stretched up to 6 months, turning the entire city into a theater of endless masquerade. The mask granted complete anonymity. A servant could mock a nobleman, a woman could move freely without chaperone, and anyone could commit acts that would otherwise destroy their reputation. Under this veil of secrecy, crime flourished. Murders, rapes, robberies, and political assassinations surged during Carnival. The perpetrators vanished into the crowd, leaving only a discarded mask behind. Giacomo Casanova, Venice's most famous son, thrived in this chaos. His memoirs describe countless seductions, daring escapes, and duels fought under the cover of masks, crimes of passion hidden in plain sight. Even plague intertwined with the festivities. The iconic long-beaked plague doctor mask was born during the 1630 outbreak. Revelers danced alongside death, ignoring the dying in the streets. turning Carnival into a macabre celebration of mortality. By the late 18th century, the excesses became too much even for Venice. After the fall of the Republic in 1797, Napoleon banned the public carnival, fearing the anonymity it provided to revolutionaries and criminals. Yet the shadows of those masked crimes never truly left. Even today, during modern carnival, locals whisper that on foggy nights, you can glimpse spectral figures in antique masks, silent, witnesses to the sins committed under Venice's greatest illusion of freedom. In 1310, Venice created the most feared institution in Europe, the Council of Ten. Officially formed to protect the Republic after a conspiracy, it quickly became a ruthless secret police that answered to no one. Their power was absolute. Anonymous denunciations poured in through the lions' mouths, stone slots in walls where anyone could slip a note accusing neighbor, rival, or even family of treason. Trials were held in secret chambers. Torture was routine. The rope stretch, water drop, or rack broke bodies until confessions poured out, true or false. Few left the prisons alive. Executions took place publicly on the Piazzetta, between the two columns, where traitors were hanged, beheaded, or quartered. The infamous prisons Piombi and Pozzi held men like Casanova, who miraculously escaped. Venice is riddled with haunted palaces. Cadario, built in 1487, is cursed. Every owner since has died violently. Suicides, murders, bankruptcies. Locals call it the house that kills. Nearby stands Casino degli Spiriti, a palace where occult gatherings took place and ghosts of a murdered lover and ritual victims are said to scream on stormy nights, heard across the lagoon. But the darkest place is Poveglia, the island of plague pits and a later asylum where mad doctors performed experiments. Thousands of restless souls roam its ruins, making it the most haunted spot in Venice's eternal night.